Buck you naked.
Got some bad news for you. You're fucking done, son. It's over. Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes off right now.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to JLerone Presents. I'm your host, JLerone. Look, we got a little bit of Corey Holcomb here where he went in on the Cam Newton situation where he was talking to K. Michelle. Now, this is the part where somehow Corey got offended that Cam Newton did not go in on, or, you know what I'm saying, he didn't push back on K. Michelle's little rant when she was talking about that it's black men's fault, how they don't support the black community, or they don't do anything to, push the community forward, like it's all black men's fault. Pretty much is what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? Black men won't stand up and be providers and fathers, and and support the family and all that good stuff. All the talking points that they say that black men aren't doing, but they never hold the women responsible either. So they'll say it's the black man's fault, but they won't hold the women responsible. So Corey felt like Cam should have pushed back more, and he said that when Corey was on there, Corey mentioned how Will was, gay, or Will like men, right? Will Smith. And Cam had asked Corey, how do you know? You know what I mean? It's a simple question. It's a good question. If you come onto somebody's show and talk about somebody's sexuality, you make a claim like that, the host has every right to ask you, well, how do you know? You know what I mean? And Corey's response was only that he lived in LA, and that was it. So Corey felt like they are like not showing him any respect because they asked him a question about how did he know Will was sleeping with men, but Cam didn't say anything when K. Michelle was talking about black men not supporting the family and all that. It's a useless argument, but of course Corey got in his feelings over it, and it displayed on his show. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this, y'all. If you haven't, go ahead, hit that like button. Also, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. And let's go ahead and get into it.
My brother Cam Newton sat there and let her say whatever she wanted to say. And one time he said, I received that. Now, first of all, let me put this out there. I was in awe when I met my brother Cam Newton. When I met Cam Newton, I was in awe because anybody who know anything about sports know that this is a specimen. Cam Newton was one of the standout Heisman winning, and they didn't even like him and they gave him a Heisman because he was at Florida with Tim Tebow. And, it was some little adolescent stuff that happened, if you ask me. I call that like when you get caught, it was something to do with a laptop missing. Yeah, he went to Florida first, Phil.
Yeah, he went to Florida first.
And then he went to Auburn and won the Heisman because there wasn't nobody like him. Do you disagree with that, Craig?
No, he is a LeBron type of
NFL.
Yeah, NFL. He's the LeBron of the NFL for sure.
Don't be acting like I don't like my brother. But I got to tell my brother, listen, man, when you let them women have their way with you like that, it don't sit well, especially I was on your show. I said something that you didn't really agree with, and you act like it was the end of the world. You got that clip when I was on there?
Here we go.
Hey, let me know if you got that clip and you could play it, because, I mean, he let this lady, K. Michelle, sit there and talk crazy. I don't care if a bitch be crying. I'll be like, bitch, you crying because you crazy. You got a fake ass, fake titty, fake, your nose been carved, your face. Look, when you cry and you didn't have work done on your face, you can't do this. That bitch was like, let me tell you something. I'm just saying. And she was allowed to dog out the brothers and act like we the problem. And everybody with common sense know we ain't thinking about this. But I'm saying, like, I'm trying to figure out, this is starting to make me wonder, why does Cam let these women come up there and say all this nonsense? But when Corey Holcomb said something, it shook him up.
That is interesting.
Hold on. Do you got the video? I need this video. I need the people to see this. Can they hear it?
Non-monogamous
Play that.
Now, there are celebrities who have accepted the poly and non-monogamous relationships. Some we know, Will Smith and Jada.
But we don't like guys.
Huh?
We don't like guys.
How you know?
I live in LA. Does that make
Now, there are celebrities who have accepted the poly and non-monogamous relationships. Some we know, Will Smith and Jada.
But we don't like guys.
Huh?
We don't like guys.
How you know?
I live in LA. Does that
Oh, man.
Now, that right there to me does nothing to help Corey's case in this, because as you can see, Corey made a baseless claim. Corey claimed that Will Smith liked men. Like I said, a lot of people speculate that. You know, people say, I think they've come out and said that Will and Jada is in an open relationship, whatever. All right. But to come out and say on somebody else's podcast that somebody like men, but you don't have any proof, right? You don't have any receipts that Will like men. Only speculation, no real proof, no real evidence. So Cam has every right to ask you, how do you know, right? That's not a pushback. That's not a, him acting like, how dare you say that? I mean, it was just, you on his show. You're on Cam's show. So yeah, I mean, that's stupid to come on somebody else's show and make a claim like that without any real evidence. I mean, he has every right to ask you a question about it, and that was it. He didn't really say too much else. It really wasn't any pushback. It's just that Corey feels like if you don't agree with him, you know what I mean, that he has a problem with that. It's like you have to agree with him, and now he feels some type of way because he felt like this was unacceptable to ask him a question and then not say anything to K. Michelle when she was rambling on about black men. But those are two different things. K. Michelle did not get up there and make a claim on somebody specific saying they this and they that. She was just saying men, you know what I'm saying? When other men go step up? That's basically what when other men go step up, when other men go do what they say they go do, stuff like that. That the classic bimbo babble that they be doing, right? So, but she didn't make no baseless claim. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? She did not pick out one person and say, this guy is this. She didn't do that. But Corey don't see it that way.
and they like
Even get to this part right here. Now, you saw his disgust when I said we like guys. Am I right?
It wasn't
Was
disgust.
it just me? I noticed it. He didn't like that.
Stupid.
There are celebrities.
Now watch his.
Now, was that discussed? It was just him being caught off guard. If you look at it, it looked like Cam was caught off guard, and he just said, "Huh? Well, how do you know?" Simple question. How do you know? But like I said, you can't tell Corey nothing.
Response when the brother, because he did not interrupt K. Michelle from dogging out guys. In fact, he said, I received that. Now watch his response when a man tell him he got pretty legs. You gotta watch this. Because I don't want people to miss this.
Yeah, no, this is crazy.
Oh, man.
And they lanolated.
Man, listen, I'm back working out.
You put shape. You got pretty legs, man.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
And they lanolated.
Man, listen, I'm back working out.
You legs, man.
Okay, what? First of all, Jamal, Pastor Brian, what is lanolated? Now, this right here is cringe. You know what I mean? I can. What is lanolated? This motherfucker, Jamal Bryant, act like he was just in awe. Like Corey said, I was in awe. Jamal Bryant act like he was in awe over Cam Newton's legs, man. This shit is ridiculous. He just said, this motherfucker said lanolated. What you use? Shea butter. This motherfucker like, what you use? What do you shave them with a razor or do you go get them waxed? This motherfucker Jamal Bryant, boy, he was like fascinated. This shit was crazy, but that was cringe. That was cringe, though.
Oh, man.
He said,
Oh, man.
hold on.
But you cannot compare that to your situation, Corey, on his show, right? Now, even though Cam didn't give him no pushback, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That still has nothing to do with what he said to you when you said that Will like men. It has nothing to do with it. But what Corey's trying to do here is now he's going to try to paint Cam as being what Corey always talks about on his show, you know, somebody in the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much going to try to paint Cam as somebody that like men.
I don't care how much in awe I am of you as a football player. I'm even, look, I give it to you as a human being. I'm not taking nothing away from you as far as it goes with being somebody who might be trying to do the right thing. But brother, hold on. If a man tell you you got pretty legs, that's an insult. If a man say to me, I'm not gonna say, oh man, because that's what he did. Am I wrong? When the man said he got pretty legs, Kev said, oh man, can we play it back?
Somebody said he was blushing.
He was blushing.
Oh, man.
And they
Oh
lanolated.
man, what the?
Oh, man.
And they lanolated.
Oh, man.
And they lanolated.
That's
Man,
gonna be
He killing me with the lanolated. I mean, I know he's trying to say laminated, but come on, Brian. That shit, it is cringe because, I mean, Jamal Bryant sounds fruity as a motherfucker. This motherfucker said they lanolated. What the fuck? You mean laminated? But still, this dude, he was, like I said, he was intrigued. Jamal Bryant was very intrigued by Cam Lee.
my new ringer.
I'm
Oh,
working
man.
out.
Shit.
That's gonna be on my cell phone.
Oh, man.
And they
Oh man.
Man, listen.
You got pretty legs.
Oh, shit.
Man.
You put shea butter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
and they
Oh,
you put
man.
shape. You
Hold
got
on,
pretty
Put on
man.
shea butter.
Hold on.
And they lanolated.
Cut it off, because this is crazy.
Oh.
Now, when I said Will Smith like guys, it was almost like, how you know? It was attitude and everything. K. Michelle on the show, dogging out black men, he said, I received that. When a man said to him, you got pretty legs, he said, oh, man.
That is,
See,
that is a cute
this is the problem, Craig, Darlene,
Those are two
5150 family. There are a lot of men in our society who got something to hide, and they don't like Corey Holcomb because I peep them. And it's not fair that the reason you have an issue with me is because you are hiding who you are.
Here we go.
That's not fair. That's not fair, man. That's foul. Y'all dogging out your brother Corey because you don't want the world to know. Oh, man. That ain't fair. That's not fair, man. I'm tired of being dogged out and told I'm messy and everything because everybody got secrets that get exposed. Do you know I am a man, homie? If you around me, I'm watching you. I'm gonna peep you. I'm gonna see what you did and what you done. Oh, man. You could look. I hope I ain't burn bridges with my brother, but I am bold enough to say what I'm saying because I feel like I didn't get a fair shake. I brought something out of you that had frustration attached to it when I said what I said about Will. I wish I wouldn't have said what I said about Will. One person. But we in the motherfucking streets. I'm in the streets. We see what the fuck it is. We see what it is. We see what it is. That right there. Oh, man. That's the face. Look, I wasn't treated fair. I didn't do nothing. But I could do. I was so happy to see my brother. Look, I shook his hand like I was a kid, man, superstar. And I don't even do that unless it's sincere. I still ain't mad at Cam. And what I see, and this man thought it was, oh, man. And y'all was in Atlanta. Now, look, all my real motherfuckers in Atlanta. yeah. But I'm just saying, it's not who we are, because if you like men, I can't say that it's a good, godly thing to do. But being mad at men who peep you like men is not fair. It's so many guys that I know don't want to be around me. And I know it is. I'm talking about, I know who it is. You never did it. I know you moist. And I peep it. And you peep it. And you don't like me because of that. Not because I did something to you. It's just, you know, I know. What we gonna do in our community about the men who know the other motherfuckers know? What we'll do? We get discriminated upon.
Man, it should be on their ID.
Craig, you're not gonna make it in Hollywood, dog, unless you use your light skinness.
You gotta keep wearing them shorts. You gotta laminate.
I got some short.
Craig, hey,
Double X.
you going somewhere? You gonna get somebody.
Let me get some of that.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. He gonna clown Craig for a little bit, then he gonna go into K Michelle a little bit more. But I just wanted to play that, man, because Corey, he has serious issues. I was just saying, Corey has some serious issues, man, and a lot of it is, I don't know. Like I said, he has problems with homosexuality. He has issues with, like I said, like you said before, if you gay or something like that, he needs to know, because he don't want to do any business with somebody that's gay. He need to know ahead of time. And he feel like gay people can't give an honest, they can't be reporters because they can't be honest, because they be in their emotions and stuff like that. It's crazy, right? But to say that you go on somebody's podcast and make a baseless claim that somebody likes men and you can't bag it up, Cam has every right to question that. And it wasn't that he dogged you out or anything like that. He didn't do anything malicious towards you. He just asked you a question. How do you know? And like I said, with the K Michelle, she was going off on men, right? Now he could have said something. He just let her rant. Basically, that's all he did. He let that 7 or 8 minutes, however long it was, he let her rant. And what was the point of him really, giving her pushback on that? I mean, like, the man can run his show the way he wants to, but there was no reason, you know what I mean? It wasn't like what he did with her and what he did with Corey are two separate instances, right? Because K Michelle was just ranting about men. Corey made a statement that a certain man, black man, is like men. You know what I'm saying? It's gay, basically. You know what I'm saying? So those are two different things. You can't go on somebody else's show, say some guy likes men, and then the host don't ask you, how do you know that? So yeah, it's crazy how Corey talk about people being in their feelings and in their emotions when he's always the one in his feelings and in his emotions, right? But I had a good laugh off this Jamal Bryant, and that was crazy. However you want to feel about that, you know what I mean? And again, Corey's insinuating that Cam likes men because he didn't push back on Jamal Bryant saying he got nice legs. Still, you don't know. You can speculate, I guess, but to come out and say that, I know who you are, I see who you are, and now he's doing this because he feels slighted that Cam asked him, how did he know Will is gay or Will like men? It's stupid. It's idiot logic, right? It's crazy for him to feel that way. And this just lets you know how wrapped up in his emotions Corey can be. This lets you know right here that Corey is really emotional. He talk about everybody else being emotional, but Corey is emotional. This is just an emotional rant that he felt slighted that Cam, how dare Cam question me, but he don't question Jamal Bryant for talking about his legs, and he don't question K Michelle for her rant on men. It's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, the question, Cam really didn't say anything bad towards Corey. He didn't really push him. He just asked him, how do you know? How do you know Will like men? Simple. But again, like I said, Corey's the main, like I said, he always talk about folks and their emotions when he clearly shows you almost every week that he's in his emotions all the time. So you guys, let me know what y'all think, man. Drop some comments down below. JLerone with JLerone Presents. You guys, please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Bucket naked.
Got some bad news for you. You're fucking done, son. It's over. Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking.